Hey guys and girls, welcome back to Custom Build Studios. Today we are going to build a PC which is based on Ryzen 5 1600 paired with GTX 1650 MSI Ventus to be specific. At this time it's really hard to build a PC with a graphics card. So let's see what we can build in this pandemic. Let's go through the parts. For the processor we are using Ryzen 5 1600. It's a 6 core 12 thread monster of a chip which was released in 2017, but still it packs a punch because it has 6 cores and 12 threads. An excellent chip still in order to edit or game. For the motherboard we are using Gigabyte's A320MH. Ryzen 5 1600, it works flawlessly on this motherboard. It has really good I/O as well. It also has an HDMI and DVI port, but will not be using it because we are building this using a dedicated chip. When it comes to the USB ports, it has 4 USB ports which are 3.0 and 2 which are 2.0. For the RAM we are using XPG's D30 16GB 3200 MHz CL16 RAM. We went with a single channel RAM here because we don't want to sacrifice the upgradability. Later the user may add 32 gigs to the same rig. For the SSD we are using WD's 240GB M.2 SATA SSD, which is cost around 3150 rupees. It's a good SSD which is SATA, but it's more than sufficient for this build. For mass storage purpose, we are using 1TB Seagate Barracuda 7200 RPM hard disk. It comes with 2 years of warranty and an excellent drive. You can rely upon it. When it comes to the graphics card, as I told, we are using MSI's GTX 1650 Ventus XS OC1 edition. You can see the graphics card which we have unboxed here. It's a really good card for the budget, but getting it is really hard. The price that I got it for is around 13,000 rupees. And it can go up to 15,000 rupees on the right market. The power supply we are using Antex VP 450P, an 80 plus white certified power supply. That is plenty enough to power our rig, which is Ryzen 5 1600 and GTX 1650. This is 80 plus white certified power supply, and build quality of the power supply is also really good. It's one of the cheapest white certified power supply that you can buy, and it also comes with 3 years warranty. For the cabinet, we are using GameDia's Athena E1. It's a full ATX cabinet. It's a good compact cabinet that you can rely upon. It has two 120mm fans. It has two USB ports at the front. One is 3.0, another is 2.0, and it also has jack. The front fan is ARGB. When all the parts are out of the way, let's start the build. I usually start the build by preparing the cabinet. I install power supply, hard disk and SSD which are needed. And to install SSD and hard disk, there are many methods. Here this has mounting mechanism at below. I'm mounting the hard disk. So after I mount the hard disk, I install the PSU and all other parts. Installing PSU is simple. You have to slowly slide in the PSU to the bottom side and put the 4 screws which hold it. And this cabinet also has power supply stored, and cable management is really good on this cabinet. When we come to the motherboard part, remove the clips of the cooler. These cooler clips are reserved for Ryzen 7 and other clipping style coolers. So we are using a Ryzen 5 cooler which is breath style to be specific, so we don't need that thing. So after we remove that, after taking out the retention arm, it's time to install the CPU. We have to slowly insert the CPU by aligning the notches and the pins. After closing retention arm, we have to apply thermal paste for the cooler. If it's pre-applied, no worries. And we have to install the cooler. So to install the cooler, we have to face the cooler. The TMD logo should face the VRM side, and we have to screw in diagonally. Slowly we should screw on diagonally. After inserting the fan header, put the RAM to the RAM stick. After inserting the RAM, we come to the SSD part. Since we are using an M.2 SSD, we will install the SSD in the M.2 PCI slot which is already given. So after the motherboard is prepared, we'll go back to the cabinet. Here we have to install the IO shield. So when IO shield goes into the cabinet, slowly load on your motherboard and align the screws. After aligning the screws, screw down the motherboard, insert all the cables that are needed, like 8-pin EPS connector, 24-pin ATX connector and the front panel connectors. When all these cables are done, we have to do other stuff as well. So there are basically 3 cables. One is USB 3.0 cable, one is front panel connector, USB cable and the audio header. After that, if we have installed any hard disk, we will have to use the SATA connector and connect the SATA connector from the hard disk to the motherboard. After this cabling is done, we have to install the graphics card. In order to install the graphics card, just unbox the graphics card and keep it aside. Open the retention bracket. Slowly insert the graphics card to the first primary slot and screw down the graphics card. If you are installing something like GTX 1650 or higher, you will need a 6-pin or an 8-pin supplementary power from your PSU. So add the cable inside that. After inserting the supplementary power, I'll tie the cable off and let's do the other connection as well. In order to cable manage, I use zip ties and scissors to make the PC look good. While zip tying, make sure that the back panel closes. If the cables at the back bulges a lot, you will not be able to close your back panel, so be careful. So after that, I install Windows and I'll do all kind of crazy stuff with the PC. I gamed half an hour on it. I done Microsoft Office, Excel stuff which is required for the customers, and everything was super stable and silky smooth. Everything was operating really well. NFS playback in order to check the game. The game was running buttery smooth, and I also use MSI Afterburner to monitor. I also ran GTA 5 and other applications which are needed. So everything is ready. The PC build is complete and it was completely stable. It ran all our application really well. Since it is based on AM4 platform, it can be upgraded to whatever processor in the entire Ryzen lineup except 5000 series. And the current state of PC is more than capable of editing and gaming. At this pandemic, we are able to build this PC at a really good price to performance segment. Thanks for watching. This is Kiran from Custom Builds. Let's meet all you guys once again in my next YouTube video. See you all guys. Bye.